Hilary Porta. Hilary, let's talk a little bit about your business. I met you through a friend of mine, and she said a bunch of positive things about you, and I said, nah, that's probably not true.
I did pay her for that.
Yeah. Well, now that I've met you, I get it. I really do get it.
Thank you.
Talk a little bit about your business and what it is that you actually do for a lot of these high-end executives.
Yeah, it's one of the I commonly get, because there's so many coaches out there now. I mean,
Sure.
There's a coach on every corner, a coach for every kind of thing that you can ever imagine. So, one of the things that we do, I've been in the consultative industry for 25 years, and so I opened up H. Porta Coaching and Consulting back in 2010. One of the things that we do, we really, gosh, you know what? We have just such a wide range of services in the practice for every really true level of the organization, from the C-suite to the entry-level associate. I mean, from small businesses to international conglomerates. We do a lot of Fortune 500 work, whether it be really truly a long or short-term, engagement. We really specialize in providing custom tailored solutions.
And I know that about you, that you you do something that's a little foreign to me. You actually listen.
What? You mean I don't get out there and just make them do what I want them to do?
Listen.
That's one of the things that we really we try. No, we do. I always surprise all my people whenever I show up. I'll be in a board of trustee meetings or a really high powered meeting. The only thing I'll bring in there is a legal pad, and they're like, "What?"
Right.
I just don't take a formulaic approach. I mean, I truly, after all the years of experience of doing consulting, I mean, they throw you in every kind of situation possible. I mean, And that's one of the things with the practice as well. Every day is completely different. I mean, as we talked earlier, my days can consist of flying up to New York, truly, for a couple of meetings, then flying back to get the kids off the bus. I mean, days are a little crazy like that at times. I mean, we do a lot of strategy and branding. A lot, like I said, a lot of C-suite, very specific coaching for executives and key identified leaders of that nature. We do everything from streamlining, optimization, a lot of talent management, making sure that the right people are in the right roles. But then again, I could go on to one of my clients owns a dude ranch, so I can be on a plane, and then I have to wear my cowboy boots and my my hat and go yeehaw, and there we go, and do it that way as well. So,
when you say we, do you have a staff that works with
I
you?
do.
Most coaches I know are one-man shows.
I am. It's I've really surrounded myself with some fantastic talent of team that really have diverse backgrounds that I can, say, for instance, if a company really needs like higher educational consulting, we have someone on staff that actually is a professor at the university, and so has a lot of marketing strategist background, and so we can put her on that. I mean, we've just got a complete, well-rounded team. I am most excited. I can't wait. 2017 is just going to be a rocking year for us. We have just now added actually the motorsports consulting, performance consulting, and so we brought in Ian Moore of Ian Moore Motorsports. So actually he's a rock star within himself. He is he's on his way to Europe in a couple of days, actually, from an expedition to Cairo to Cape Town, consulting with
That's a trip.
Oh, it is, absolutely. Like I said, he's just a valuable addition to our team. So again, we try to offer just such a big, broad range of of services, because
the same client might need three different things.
Well, that's one of the things that we find that's so unique. I've been approached so many times by corporations that, hey, can you give me a 2-day leadership offsite? And I'm like, absolutely, I can do that. I can pump your people up. I can give them new tools. However, I'm just going to be very honest. I can do that, but what's going to happen? It's going to really cause a lot of cognitive dissonance, because what typically happens in a situation like that, they have to miss work. They have to take off work. They have to, carve it out of their schedules. And then, of course, when they get back into real world, I get them excited. I get them, different tooled up. And then they get back, and then they've got 450 emails to do. Real life, they're putting
Instead
out
of
fires.
200, now
and there we go.
400.
Exactly. And, I've given them these tools that they want to implement, but they can't do it because there's no time. So there's so much cognitive dissonance that takes place. What I find better and I recommend is the truly one-on-one coaching, because at that point, That's where raw real value comes into play, because one size truly, you all know, it doesn't fit all. I mean, it just doesn't. Every one of us in this room have completely different core competencies. We have different strengths. We have different weaknesses. Not only that, I mean, we have different goals of where we want to be, right? So if I were to go ahead and get everybody in the same room and do the big rah, we'd all walk away with a little something, but it's not customized, right? And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on, is we really look at holistically what our client needs and be able to provide it.
Can you describe for me what would be the perfect client, the client that you just are looking for? Because if they're out there listening, I want them to sort of hear that.
Well, again, I would love to say that there is a perfect client, but to me, all clients are perfect in that I feel really...
You haven't met some of my clients.
Hey,
I tell my wife, if it weren't for aggravating clients, I wouldn't have any.
I know that feeling, but to some degree, I will say that every client to me is it makes it a win-win, because I'm the one that gets to be truly humbled and get to journey with them, and so I get to take part in their success as well, and it's to me to be able to help them really get their dreams.
Let's talk a little bit about the community, because I pull up your website and you do a ton of stuff for the community.
Yeah.
Talk how that's important to you and how that personal interest, because you can't do all of these things and not be personally interested in the community, and how that actually affects your business.
Well, I've been a true believer of giving back my whole entire life. I mean, it started when I was very, very young, and it has just, moved forward. My parents really taught me the value of what it felt like to give. I think so many times that people give out of obligation, but when you're taught that at a young age, that's just a part of who you become, that becomes your fabric. My grandmother was kind of an ambassador to Haiti, and really helped to orchestrate and facilitate the creation of schools and orphanages, and she truly was the hands and feet, and that is really what my aspiration is to be. And whenever someone employs us at H. Porta, one of the greatest things I think possible is that by proxy, they're getting to be a piece of that as well, because we do give back so much to the community, not only monetarily, but really with our skill sets. We give away countless hours pro bono, each year for that, for the betterment of our community, because I've always told everybody that, it's my job to leave a mark, not a scar. Right. It's about imprinting
What
others.
is, first of all, if somebody wants to reach you, how can they do that?
We have a website. It's www.hporta.com.
One more time. This is radio. They got to hear it twice.
We're going to do it 3 times.
Okay. All
right.
Oh, with the bell.
I couldn't resist that. That bell is sitting there, and it's just...
I want to know who gave
playing
you
with
that
me.
bell.
I'm not going to tell. We don't tell names, right? Shh. Be quiet on that.
Gosh.
The website, again, is www.hporta.com. You may also reach us at our phone at 704-491-9161. Again, that's hporta.com or 704-491-9161.
Now, Hilary, I'm curious. What is the driving motivator that somebody picks up the phone to call you to say, I've got this problem? Like, is there like this, maybe top 3 things that people contact you on, that they've got this pain that they're looking for your help with?
You know what? I've been asked that question so many times, and I think because we have our coaching and consultant practice is so vastly different from just your basic, I'm going to do life coaching, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. I mean, we handle everything literally from mergers and acquisitions, large-scale initiatives, process optimization at the same time we do the personalized coaching. So honestly, I've had everything from a housewife that has, heard my name through conversation. I do a lot of motivational speaking and keynote. And so, people will get my name and number there, and, they'll call me. I mean, housewives will call me. I've got, part of the, our practice deals with divorce mitigation. We do retreats. We do leadership. There's so many things that, that we,
so the way they come to you comes from a different area each time.
I get calls all the time. I got a call from a company in Belgium, and they said that they were having, they were having a mastermind group actually, and what was really interesting about it is they said that one of the leaders of the mastermind group was one of my clients, and he said, "Listen, here's the situation. She has helped me out of X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
If you ever need, whatever, just she's your go-to girl."
Great.
And so, because I'm all about transformation and optimization and things of that nature, and like I said, I'm really known for my strategy, work. So, you get calls like that, you get them out of the blue. I've been really fortunate. I have not had to advertise to date yet, and my books are always full. So it's been a real blessing.
That
But
is great.
I do attribute it honestly to giving back, and I think that everybody should build that into their business model, because it's not words. It's not something you
Right.
should do just to be socially conscious. This is something you should do because you believe in it.
And it's clear because when you go to your website, I mean, it's just a page and a half of different community things that you do. So thank you.